Hi, I'm reading this tonight because last year I forgot so many people, but thank you to everyone who's come tonight to celebrate our 2019 season. It certainly didn't end up the way that we'd planned at the beginning of the year, and as you've all heard, we were pretty devastated when we didn't make the finals because we kind of felt the way we finished the year, we would have done really well and we would have given everyone a real battle had we made it. But it's also given you that feeling that we finished on a real up, and we're going to carry that into next year, and we honestly cannot wait till we get to take the court again next year and take some revenge for how we might feel at the moment. Some of them have already been mentioned, but I did want to refer to some individual highs that we had throughout the year. Caitlin Bassett, captain of the Diamonds at the World Cup, and Jamie Lee Price making her World Cup debut. Kira Austin received her first call to the Diamonds when she went to England with them in January. Matilda McDonald and Latika Toons were named in the Australian Under-19 squad. Jo Harton starred for England in the World Cup and played practically every minute of every game. And finally, Sam Pullman was captain of the Fast Five team just before Christmas last year, and she was joined there by Kira Austin, and I hope I haven't forgotten something there. I'd like to thank all of our partners, most of who have been named tonight. I think everyone says it, but we wouldn't be here without your support, and we very, very much treasure the fact that you support us and continue to do so. A special mention to HCF, our principal partner. Your association with us has gone way past being a commercial partnership now. You're good friends of our team, and the fact that you support us so much gives us a strength and a real sense of pride to have you behind us. I also want to make a mention of FDC. Not only do you help us, but the construction of the locker room at Sydney Olympic Park has enhanced all our lives. If you haven't already visited the locker room, I suggest you get there as soon as possible. And just to Ben Hamilton and his crew, you try and pretend you don't have a favourite team, but we know that you really do, so. To Carolyn, all of the staff and board at Netball New South Wales, and to Dave and James and the board at GWS Giants, I don't think we thank you enough for all the work that you do behind the scenes. We know how much effort goes into presenting us every week and making sure that the brand of Giants is as well respected as it is, and we thank you very much for that. A massive thank you to all of our members, especially those that came tonight. People say it all the time, but the fact that you're there and you're familiar faces and you support us through all the highs and lows of the season is very, very important to us. To every member of the Giants management team, across the board, the people who work with me, I'd like to thank you so much for the many hours that you give us way beyond what you're expected. You do everything you can to make sure that our team can perform to the best of their ability, and I think every one of the players is extremely grateful for the time and the assistance that you give to us. A very special thank you to Mike Anderson, who I constantly drive insane. I'm a very impatient person, but he manages to be available 24 hours a day for whatever we need, and you do so much behind the scenes to keep us out there. I'd like to make mention of our training partners, Maddie, Tony, Latika and Georgia. I think your task is often a very thankless one, but you've been there every time we've needed you, no matter what for, and the fact that you keep pushing us is what makes us better on court every week. I'd like to congratulate the Canberra Giants on making the finals again, and also Melinda and Beck. You've been so easy to work with this year in what's not always an easy environment to work in, so thank you very much for your support. Finally, to the players of the 2019 Giants, you've held strong through what has not been an ideal year. Injuries, World Cup, selections, fatigue, you've weathered it all with great spirit, and I can't wait for 2020 to bring the rewards that we so justly deserve. And I can't finish tonight without paying tribute to our retiring and inaugural captain, Kim Green. My desire when we set up the Giants was that we could create something special, but something that would also carry on for years to come. And I knew if we were to do that, that you would be an integral part of that, and it was important that we had you on board. So thank you very much for that. And I love the fact that you're retiring to such a secure and happy future, and you'll always be a very loved part of our Giants family.